And like he said, I'm Zach Acid, the mullet influencer. No, it's not a Joe Dirt costume. I'm not a Billy Ray Cyrus tribute. This could be the Allman Brothers Comedy Jam, but my culture is not my costume, you assholes. If you keep asking me this shit, I'm gonna bust you in the mouth, all right? Guys from Tennessee, thank you for bringing a girlfriend along, and Joe, who we know who's married. That kind of really makes sure that Catherine's not going to try and fuck one of you guys the whole time you're here. Thank you. And Daniel, also, you've slowed that down a lot. Thank you so much. I can really book people from out of town and I'll be like, hey, this lady's going to try and fuck you the whole night before they even get here. Gotta be up front with them, Catherine. I'm sorry.
I like the strange.
I know you do. I know you do. And I like putting together my orders by their dick size too.
Now you know.
Yeah, that is why you're first. You put together the joke for it. You said you've never heard, oh, it hurts when you put it in before. You said that, not me. Okay, I just wrote it down in my head, not hard. Never fucking had a good insertion. Fuck. Catherine wants me to go to therapy, though. I really don't want to. This morning I was sitting on the toilet doing a little bit of research, though. I found music therapy. I think that's kind of okay for me. I really want to know who fucked me as a kid to make me like the Disco Biscuits. That's good. I like to have a little slow burn on the yeah. I like to have a good slow burn on this audience. I like some of y'all will get this shit driving home, I think. All the students with the degrees and shit are gone. We've just gone down to townies that binge drink all the time. Gotta give you all a minute. Oh, fuck, man. Comedy's great. I'm glad we have a dark comedy night. Recently, I had a funeral in town, so we had some new people that I hadn't met, new cousins. You know, they got that new cousin smell on them. They come in from Kentucky and they're like, "Ooh, damn, I ain't seen you yet." But anyway, I was at my grandma's house and I was up there working and meeting my new hot cousin. And my Nana hates that I do comedy. She's an old Southern Methodist woman that's, you know, just stuck in like 1942. You know, we get those every now and then. But, so she was introducing me to this new cousin of mine and I was like, well, you know, I do comedy a lot. And that's the first time I ever heard my Nana straight up say, well, we don't support that. So won't you talk to her about your fishing? And I was like, well, fine. And then to antagonize Nana a little bit, I was like, damn, I've got a lot of stand-up pictures right here. Oh, there's one fish. But anyway, like I said, they were up there for a funeral, and at the end of the conversation, they were both asking me, like, are we going to see you Friday at the funeral? And you know, here's a little tip. If you want to be nice to people, you got to say what they said right back to you with a different spin on it, with your spin. So I looked right back at my Nana and I was like, Nana, I don't know if I'm going to go to this funeral. I don't think I support old people dying. Want to go fishing anyway. But yeah, and then after it got done, the hot cousin was gone. I was upset about that. Nana asked me, she said, so how much is this work you're doing worth around here? And I was like, well, I was outside for an hour with a fucking weed eater in the hot sun. When I do comedy, I sit down on a stool and hold a microphone in a nice air-conditioned building. You do a little bit of fucking math, bitch. She came up with $40, so if y'all got anything later to tip a comedian, y'all talk to us and get our socials and stuff, and we'll be glad to give you a cash app too. But like I said, I'm super glad about Dark Comedy Night, having it here. I've had some really had some troubles with open mics recently. Anybody here from a literary magazine? Anybody ever fuck with a literary magazine? Thank God, this is gonna be a good night. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I went to an open mic hosted by a literary magazine, and bless their souls, I showed up, two assholes with acoustic guitars, and the rest was chicks doing abuse poetry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I said too. That's what I said. Oh my God. Type 5 and getting the fuck out of here. So, got her name signed up on the list. And have you guys ever heard abuse poetry live in the flesh? No? I'll tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like Quentin Tarantino wrote 50 Shades of Grey. But he's not happy about it. And, so we got in there, we got the order made up, and they just were like, so in the middle, we're gonna put one acoustic guitar, comedy, another acoustic guitar, and then finish it out with the headliners of abuse poetry. Okay, and then I was like, damn, I thought that was gonna be good, but apparently glorifying people getting sexually abused is not on it. Anyways. All right, we got the headliners. Oh, yeah. But anyway, this dude with the acoustic guitar goes up there and he's belting out his 3 or 4 songs, and I'm getting nervous because I'm not used to being, around abuse poetry. I'm used to just being the inspiration behind it. And so I requested that the other guy with the acoustic guitar go on in front of me. They didn't let him, and I went on stage hard as a rock. And but I wrapped it up, got out of that mic, and I've met a couple of black friends, and we went and did some black rooms down in Roanoke, and it turns out I actually have a good minority report. But recently I went out to Floyd County and got kicked off a mic. Yeah, I got kicked off a mic for saying nipples. In fucking Floyd County. I'm pretty sure there's a sign when you cross over into Floyd County that says, "Pop your bra off." I took my son to Floyd Fest, and he almost latched on to one. I was like, son, I know you were raised like that, but if you do it, I'm gonna do it too. So we're gonna have to fucking not do that right now. And it took me a couple of days to think about it, and I was like, man, nipples, Floyd County, that is the last N-word I thought I'd get kicked off stage for saying. Jeez Louise, guys. Jeez Louise. I got some new stuff, some topical stuff. Anybody hear about the now gay people can donate blood? Hell yeah, it's Pride Month. We're doing anything now. It doesn't really bother me. I'm all about inclusion and everything else. I just read the whole fucking article, and like most people that look like me. So I read the whole article, and the scientific team that was put together for this just has me worried to death. They're called the First AIDS Kit. Yeah, that's one of them, somebody's gonna get driving home and be like, God damn, that dude said that at Pride Month. Fuck. Let's see here, And Jerry Springer died recently, and he was the world's greatest entertainer, really. World's greatest entertainer. Shout out to Jerry. Little fun facts about Jerry. Thanks. You fucking love some Jerry, don't you? God damn, that's like... Okay, good. God damn. But anyway, he was an aspiring politician. That's my first fun fact about him. And that's really, he kept his show pretty close to politicians anyway. Had all the liars and cheaters and scumbags on there. Man, this is dark comedy night. Everybody's laughing at that shit now. Fuck yeah. Open mics. People don't like calling politicians scumbags for some reason. Fucking pussies. I'll come right out and say it. Fuck them. Anyways. But yeah, Jerry wanted to be a politician. Matter of fact, he was the mayor of Cincinnati until he wrote a check for a blowjob. All right, and so we got some younger people here. I know most people here know what a check is, but for you younger people, it's basically your Snapchat account, but you had to write it down on a piece of paper. Excuse me, Snapchat. Fuck me, I fucked that up bad. Your Venmo account, but you carry it in your back pocket with you back in the day. And so you got a memo line. You write, hey, thanks, Mark, for the pizza. Sometimes, something like that. Well, Jerry got a blowjob, and he wrote for services rendered. I don't even have to make a punchline for that. He's just fucking stupid. You can look that shit up. But anyway, number 2, he was an immigrant that lived the American dream. He came over, was first generation immigrant, and he had his whole family generationally wealthy within a matter of 30 years. Is that not the American dream? Can we get an amen on that? Amen. All right. But here's my spin on it. He also got the wheels in my brain churning and thinking about my American dream. So with him being a politician, we also have Donald Trump now. Could you guys imagine showing up to the polls to vote for Jerry Springer and Donald Trump? That's a fucking American dream for me right there, by God. Fuck yeah, people that open mics like that a whole lot more too. I don't know how to arrange these lines now, fuck. You guys have just totally mixed my brain up like a cake. Well, inevitably, since he was a immigrant and an entertainer, he was Jewish. And so that got me thinking another thing too. He was avoiding the occupation of Poland at the time of his birth. Could you guys just start to imagine how much more we would hate Hitler if he got Jerry too? That's awful. But anyway, I can't do a comedy set without talking a little bit about my dating life. It's been kind of awesome recently. I've had a lot of luck with depressed girls. Hell yeah. Me and the boys going downtown tonight, hell yeah. But anyway, I know how to pick out a depressed girl. They all carry around a little vape, and they're always hitting it. But they're just like those little vapes, man. You just hit it till it dies, then go find you another flavor. That's it, there's no females back there clapping. Y'all were just a second ago. Anyways, fuck me. My favorite depressed girl was a blind Disney adult. I find those two go hand in hand. If you can't see the movies, you like them a little bit better, right? But this blind Disney girl, she had this thing where I had to do a Mickey impression the whole time we were having sex. So it sounded a little something like this.
Oh boy! Oh yeah! This dick's gonna make you goofy, ain't it? Gonna send you to Pluto, bitch!
Because I break that character and I sound nothing at all like her husband. And she gets mad and I gotta sit through a goddamn Disney movie. And I ain't having it today. But my last joke here is my merch pitch. I've been making tie-dye t-shirts recently. Hey, and I know you hate me doing crowd work, but you got one of my tie-dyes on right now. I don't have any of them out. Stand up for just a second, show everybody. This is one of my new ones. This is a new one. Shout out her. She hates this, but I do as little as possible. Anyways, when you're making tie-dye t-shirts, there's two basic sects of hippies that will come to you for tie-dyes. You have earthy hippies that take mushrooms, and they're kind of coherent most of the time. Mushrooms aren't that bad. But then you got chemical hippies. They take LSD, ketamine, and whatever they can find. And I don't know if you've seen me on stage recently, but I didn't wear tie-dye tonight. They're always bright and colorful, and I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I like a good rainbow tie-dye. Anyways, those earthy hippies, they always want like an earth tone, like a green and a brown, another green, maybe another brown. But that all blends together on my hand when I get done dyeing them and unwrapping them, and it makes me look like I've been beating up somebody in blackface. Makes me feel real good. Take that, Jimmy Fallon. Take that, Trudeau. Take that, Northam. Take that. Probably my grandpa. But the chemical hippies, man, they always get the rainbow shirts, and that stuff, it just never blends together, it just leaves a big ass rainbow on my hand, and it takes me back to the days when I used to drink Bud Light and stroke guys off. But that red shirt, I recently made a batch of red shirts, and that shit got all over my hands, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have some fucking fun here in just a minute. And so I got my dick out, and I stroked it a couple of times. And I went running in the other room and I said, guys, I fucked up again. I don't know how to do it. I fucked it up all again. And my mama hasn't talked to me since. So if you guys want to come buy a tie-dye t-shirt, so I can buy a calling card and call my mom, it would be really helpful. Thank you guys. I am Zach Acid, the Mullet Influencer. Y'all have been a great audience. Thank you.